Hey guys, I want to talk to you about something that's been nipping at me for a while now, and hopefully help some folks in the process. The issue being slowdown at the table, specifically because of unprepared players. Now, I'm not talking any RPG horror stories, nothing crazy like that. Just to call out something I've seen quite a few times now and add my personal take on it. So, paper, parsing, priority, and printouts. Or post-its. So what's the TLDR? What's the point of all this? Well, you need to know your character. Even new players should have this stuff sorted a few sessions in. It's disrespectful to everyone's time if you show up to the table, dazed and confused, waiting till your turn in combat to flip through your sheet that you don't even really know how to navigate. Like, poor form, man. Seriously, poor form. So let's fix it. First, start on paper. I know. Foundry and all of that. It's so cool. It's so convenient. It does everything for you. Plus, you already own it / spent money on it, right? I mean, I'm lazy as heck, so I can't judge. But I can tell you that paper is better for learning your character, though. When you write something down on paper, multiple parts of the brain are firing, and the act itself helps retention. Not only that, but when you write down things like your HP, your stats, your AC, PD, your MD, and all that, you are intimately more familiar with those numbers, how they got there, and you know where they are in the sheet, or heck, make your own. More on that later. So if you're learning a new system, new classes, new character, please start with paper. Let the digital tools be an asset, not a liability. Next up, priority. Look, even if you're a player, you gotta make some level of effort in the game between sessions. Even 15 minutes to review sheet, or get your head in the right space, or make sure you know where your dice are so you're not late looking for them. Ask me how I know. I'm not saying go full WoW and quit eating or anything like that. I'm saying at least prioritize the game enough to be on time or committed to the schedule if it's a long-term game, and focused on the game when you're there. Even a group of beer bros, like some groups I've run for, where all they want to do is goof off in a fantasy world, at least they were goofing off in character, in the world. We can catch up about work later. Or if you just do not have the time, if you're really that busy, been there, then maybe it's time to step away. It's okay. I had to step back myself recently when I knew that running was getting too much. I've learned that often we have the time, we just make different choices about what fills that time. Like, if I play Minecraft Saturday morning instead of putting together a script, well then I made that choice. I was not too busy to work on my channel. I chose to play Minecraft. So if you want to play, then play. Show up. And if not, that's fine. You go do you. No one says you have to play. Okay? So, parsing and prints. Okay, these are go hand in hand and are the most powerful tools that I see people not using. Parsing, meaning to take a wall of text and shave it off to just the meat. Example, look at this spell. Okay, now write this spell on one line. One line. It might look like this. Firebolt, it does 2 damage, costs 1 AP, has a range of 10 spaces, also can act as a light source. One line. You might even have one line for each of the upgrades. 1 AP equals 1 damage. 1 AP plus 5 spaces of range, or 1 AP, force a physical save, fail, target is burning. Make it simple. Make it readable. Make it you. You need to read your sheet and you need to know your character. That's on you, not the DM. Side note, please just tell your GM the total, yeah? Please don't declare the dice result and then rattle off more numbers and then look at your GM like a TI-89. Maybe some DMs do that. I'm sure there are many more that are better than I, but in general, just say the total. Okay, another example, Rogue's Debilitating Strike could look like this. 1 SP with attack, force a physical save, fail, choose. Defend, expose, hindered, or slowed 2. It might look like nonsense to some, but I know what this means, and as long as I can play this character, that's what's most important. Sure, you might want a note or a line with those 4 conditions on it if you're looking at conditions, but I think you guys get the point here. Read the info, read your spells and features, and then parse them down into snack bites. Snack bites you can use in-game. Another option, printouts, PDF or paper. Watch this. Blank document, PDF. Start Shift S. Or screenshot. That copies. Over here, paste. Right? Paste. maybe a little arrange, and done. I have a spell book of just my spells and features, digital, doc, or printed. You can even highlight or use color if you want. Basically, when you are making the character and choosing your options, use that time to parse and take 10 to 15 minutes to do up a cheat sheet for yourself. I mean, I find default character sheets to be messy and convoluted myself personally, so I don't blame you if you get lost in visual clutter. So clear the clutter. Heck, have a problem with remembering what to add to your sword swing? Grab a post-it note, put it on your sheet or on your monitor, and just say sword plus 7, and then you know that you always just add 7. Combine all the little adds together so you have just one number you're adding to your dice roll. Do a lot of players already know this? Yes. But in the age of digital tools, I feel some of these skills are kind of getting lost. I noticed through the years that players who struggled the most were young players. Not young in age, young in the hobby, digital players, those who only ever played online or who got introduced to the game with digital tools and sheets. And I don't think it's entirely their fault. I think a lot of digital tools are super cool and super handy. I just want to remind that there can be drawbacks. Lastly, it's okay to ask for help, but please actually ask for it. Again, don't show up to the table totally unprepared. And yes, there is an adjustment period if you're doing a new system or if you're a new player, of course, but I have seen this morph from new to lazy. By more than 5 sessions in, I shouldn't need to remind you that a rogue has sneak attack or that movement costs an AP. So, paper, parsing, priority, and prints. Elementary. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. Huge shout out to Aegeus Virium. He's been helping me a ton with the channel. I don't monetize nor have Patreon, so I make nothing off of this except for joy. But that means I can't like pay people if they contribute or anything like that. So he helped me out totally of his own time, and I super appreciate it. And silver medal goes to Galaxy Fox as well, a more positive person on this planet you'll probably not find. She's helped me out more than a few times, and again, did it from her pure golden foxy heart. So thank you both. And thanks to everyone kind enough to subscribe or like, and especially comment. Comments are the gas that makes the fire burn bright. So thanks, and until next time.